Hello everyone, I'm Tuba, a PhD student from the Department of Nutritional Sciences at Oklahoma State University. So imagine being a mother and trying to feed your children on a tight budget and knowing that help exists but feeling unable to access it. Why? So it is not just paperwork, silent barriers like shame, privacy concern, or believing someone else needs more often stop mothers from applying. Our study focused on how do mothers' coping styles influence whether they perceive food assistance programs as accessible or as out of reach. So we focused on two types of coping. First being avoidant coping, which is avoiding the problem and hoping that it just disappears. For example, knowing that you're eligible for SNAP but never starting the application because the process feels overwhelming. On the other hand, problem-focused coping is actively engaging and finding solutions, like going to the office, asking questions, and completing paperwork to ensure that your children have food. So we tested these relationships using adjusted logistic regression, which estimates whether coping style significantly affects the odds of perceiving barriers while controlling for age, income, and household size. So we surveyed over 1,000 low-income mothers, and as you can see in figure 1, most of them relied on SNAP and more than half were food insecure. In figure 2, interestingly, the most common barrier wasn't paperwork, it was altruism, the belief that others need this more than I do. So our findings revealed a clear pattern. Mothers using avoidant coping were significantly more likely to perceive multiple barriers, including stigma, overwhelming efforts, and altruism. So, for example, in figure 3, you can see that mothers using avoidant coping had 1.4 times higher odds of endorsing altruism as a barrier, while mothers using problem-focused coping on the right were 1.3 times more likely to overcome altruism as a barrier and access assistance. This suggests boosting participation requires more than streamlining the processes. We also need to address the underlying psychological barriers. For example, altruism can stop mothers from applying. So avoidant coping may reinforce this as, I'll manage it somehow. But with problem-focused coping, mothers can reframe it as, if I take this help, my kids will be healthier and I'll be stronger to support others later. So integrating coping resources and stress management into assistance programs can improve participation, strengthen food security, and support maternal mental health, ultimately benefiting families' futures. Thank you.